I've brought 314 Reactor, and today we're looking at Quake 3 Arena. Now, I've done videos on Quake 1 and 2, I've done quite a lot of them, but I've never done a video on Quake 3, so I thought it was time to dive in. Now, this will work on modern systems. I've got it running on my laptop here, which is a Ryzen 5000 series with an RTX 3060, but I did find that there was an error on first launch from Steam, so let's look into how I fix that. So there's the website here that goes over this, Dedo I Mido, and this was written on March 18th, 2023 by the person that runs the site called Igor. I'm not going to try and pronounce the second name because I will get that wrong. And this website's pretty cool. It's got a lot of cool stuff on it. But the reason why I found it is because it has a solution to the Quake 3 OpenGL problem. So you can see here on first launch it comes up with a could not load OpenGL subsystem error, and the solution is to add in these launch settings. So of course you need to change the custom width and custom height to your own settings. Now they talk about having to edit the shortcut here and adding in a new bat file and a shortcut. I found all I really need to do was go on to right click properties and put in launch options and paste those launch options into here, changing of course custom width to 1920 and the custom height to 1080 to match the resolution of my laptop, and then the game launched fine. So I'll put a link to this in the description. Now I've got that working, let's dive back in and let's play some Quake 3. Alrighty, so the first thing we'll do is go to setup and make sure we get the player name right. Effects here that you can change. So let's put it onto a light blue model. You can select so many different models here, and they are all very late 90s. This is just the default game. So I think that's John Carmack. Basically a photograph of his face. It's the classic late 90s, early 2000s sort of look where you just take a photo of someone and wrap it around as a texture. These must be all the other devs as well, which is so funny. Brandon, Cash, Paul J, I'm guessing, Tim Bichon, I guess. But yeah, then we get to the, oh my god, hoverboarding Necro Android things. I've not really played a lot of Quake 3. I've played it in terms of ports for Raspberry Pi and stuff like that to test how good the GPUs are on new Pis and stuff. But I've never really properly dove into it. So you've got a whole different set of characters here, including eyeballs and random characters from other id games. Wow, I love all the little effects on them. It's so cool. There he is. Doom, the Doom guy. Bones, bones, and bones. Let's go for bones. We got to go for the glowy, electric, see-through bone character. There we go. That's 314 Reactor. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Let's go into the system controls. So it says 640 by 480 here, but it is indeed 1080. I've left everything as normal, 32-bit on vertex lighting, geometric detail high, texture detail high, 32-bit, and texture filtering. Oh, it's knocked out to trilinear. The only trouble is when you're running with the launch options for the height and width, if you change anything here, it will reset them to 640 by 480, and you have to restart to get the resolution back. So we're just going to make sure that's on trilinear. And we've also got 8 times MSAA and 16 times anisotropic filtering forced through the drivers by NVIDIA Inspector, so we should be getting the best possible look for this game. So I was just wondering, actually, what the difference was between vertex lighting and lightmap lighting. I always thought that vertex lighting would be the best because it would be determining the lighting in real time, but I've just found this old thread from Anantech from 2001, and they're all saying that lightmap is better in terms of quality and that vertex is a tweak for gaining a bit of extra performance. I'm going to chuck it onto lightmap, and we're going to do a quick comparison. So let's load up the tutorial level with vertex lighting, and then we'll switch over to lightmap lighting and we'll see the difference. And this is with vertex lighting on. So this is how I've always known Quake 3 to look, and it doesn't look too bad, you know. So that's how it looks with vertex lighting. Let's switch over to lightmap lighting. And here we are with lightmap lighting, and yeah, it does look better. Yeah, I think what's missing is all the shadowing and lighting around here when you're using vertex, because I think the lightmap pre-bakes in, obviously, the lighting and shadows. So yeah, all this time when I've been playing Quake 3, I've been using the less good lighting system, which is a bit embarrassing, really. But we fixed that now. It's a good job I checked that. There's just another weird thing here is that the brightness seems to be completely out of control. On recording, I had the brightness about here, and it looks darker in the recording than it does when I'm viewing it here. I think this brightness slider is just completely bugged. Alrighty, so I found another fix for that. You go into the properties again, and you put plus set ignore hardware gamma 1, and that seems to fix it when it's recording via OBS. So we should be okay now. Alrighty, so of course we have single and multiplayer here. Cinematics, id logo, doesn't seem to work. The intro doesn't seem to work. You can just sort of hear the sound of it. Demos, this is like a little performance demo. I think we're running at a full 90 FPS here, which I think is the maximum the engine will do. As I'm on a 144Hz screen and it's only running at 90, got mods up here as well that you can load in, load out. We're just running pure vanilla Quake 3 at the moment. I may look at some mods in another video, depending on how well this video does. Of course, there's multiplayer as well, but I'm not going to be playing that because I'm just going to get absolutely destroyed. Although I do think, let's have a look, internet, yeah, internet servers they're going, they exist. So you can still play online, but I'm not going to play online. So let's go into a skirmish. Let's go into the very first map, Q3DM1. So the names of the maps aren't too imaginative, and the interface isn't the best either. I would much prefer the Unreal Tournament interface, which is where I bring up that this was released on the 2nd of December 1999, and I believe in North America, Unreal Tournament came out a couple of weeks prior to this. So I think the Unreal Tournament menus are far better, and the constant little noises every time you hover over something can get a bit annoying. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You've got Team Deathmatch, Tournament, Capture the Flag, and Free for All, which changes the map settings. We'll check out a little bit of each of these. We'll start off on Free for All on Q3DM1, and then we'll add some bots in as well. So you choose whatever you want in terms of bots. It doesn't look like you can select all the options yet. I think you may have to unlock some of them, because I can't see as many options here as there were for when I was choosing my character model. Bot skill, bring it on. Hurt me plenty. Hardcore, nightmare. I can win. Let's go for hurt me plenty. Frag limit 20. Right, let's start the skirmish off. Added too many bots in, so immediately we're getting telefragging. Now, I don't think there's a way to change the FOV without using console commands. But I'll leave the FOV as it is, because I think it's quite reasonable. So you can't really see the guns very much. They're very minimalist. This is where the sort of pure multiplayer gameplay element of Quake 3 comes through, because it's not so much about how the guns look or too much about anything else other than just pure skill. So all the weapons are very minimalist. The gameplay is highly focused on Twitch gameplay, as in responses, not Twitch streaming. So it's really heavily based on skill, heavily based on the sort of online tournaments and LAN gaming as well, which is why I know if I go online, I'm going to get absolutely slaughtered, so I'm not even going to try that. Oh yes, we've also got the crosshair here, which I've changed to a basic little square. You can turn simple items on, marks on walls on, ejecting brass on, dynamic lights on, identify target on, high quality sky on, sync every frame off. There is no option to make the guns bigger, but there are options to simplify the look of things a little bit more. So you can add and remove bots during the game, all sorts of server options here. But let's leave the arena and do another one. So there's plenty of levels here, and they all have a very similar theme, predominantly obviously Quake related, including ones here that show the sort of wireframe layout more than the screenshot. Again, this is just default, downloaded off Steam. Let's try out a bit of Q3 DMO. Now this is the only annoying part for me, is that you have to manually add in all these bots, and as far as I know, there's not a way to just save it. You have to keep manually adding them in. It's not the best. Let's just add in a little random bots there. Okay, so that map completely crashed the game to the point where I couldn't even Alt-Tab out. I had to Control-Delete to try and exit that. Don't know what happened there. Let's try this one, which looks like one of the really purely skill-based ones. Okay, so it's got automatic bot rosters with it. Let's go with the standard bot roster. There we go, this one loaded okay. So this is one of the classic sort of super skill-based jump pad maps. And I believe it doesn't have a skybox or anything like that to be as efficient as possible on older hardware, because obviously on modern day hardware, you know, you're not going to see any frame drops from this, but back in the day it was probably pretty hard to run because it was the latest tech back then. id Tech 3, I believe. So taking away the skybox would probably ensure that you're getting a more consistent, higher frame rate. We've got the railgun, here we go. Ooh, damn. These bots are either pretty good at Bring It On, or I'm just that bad. Whoa. Am I flying? I am flying. Okay. Love the environment mapped pickups in this. Looks like there's a bit of a specular on this texture here. That's interesting. I think I've seen that before. Let's go take out the Doom guy. Okay, maybe not. Let's grab this. Oh, quad damage. Here we go. Whoa. Now, of course, quad damage is now seen in the Doom games. as well as the introductions of slipgates in Doom Eternal, means that it's entirely possible that they are set in the same dimension. Now there's a video on this, can't remember the YouTuber's name, but I'll link it in the description, and the person who made the video basically just goes over how Quake and Doom and even Wolfenstein are set in the same universe, and it's a really cool video. It's well worth a watch, so yeah, go check that out in the description after this video. Oh, look at that skull, that's freaky. Love these little pickups here as well. Oh, I'd love to go higher FOV. It really feels better with a higher FOV this game, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. 3 frags left. We've got the plasma gun here. I love this flying pickup. It's definitely something you don't see in UT99. Oh my god, what is with the teleporting? How are they doing that? Splash damage really helps when you've got quad damage. Oh, yes. That was free for all. Let's check out a team deathmatch. This seems to have a different set of maps. So let's go for one of these really technical looking ones. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. Okay, yeah, so I think the reason why you have to manually set the bots as they are is because the maps have default bots on them. If you go above that, you can start getting telefragged and stuff. Oh, this one's got some cool music to it. Shininess on the blood there. Lightning gun. Oh, here we go. Now, there was a lightning gun in the multiplayer of Doom 2016 as well, which I think is another connection between Quake and Doom. Oh, that is brutal. That is brutal. I think I remember this map from Quake Champions. Oh, man. Nice. I seem to be playing a different character. I'm not playing as the skeleton at the moment. Ooh. I wonder if there'll be a remaster of this at some point, because there are, you know, quite a few issues with playing it, as we've seen, in terms of the OpenGL issues and brightness issues. So it would be good to clean those up a little bit and maybe add some RTX to it as well. I think Quake 3 RTX would be pretty sweet. And then hopefully we get a Quake 5 at some point as well, though I imagine that won't be for a while yet. Alright, here we go. Hopefully Doom the Dark Ages completely confirms the existence of these two games existing in the same universe. And then we can have a Quake 5, which links into that as well. Oh! When you get those railgun hits, it's so satisfying. That is the one thing I will say. When you get kills in this, because it's so much more based on just pure skill and aiming, it's much more satisfying when you get the kills in this than Unreal Tournament. Oh, yes. So I think Quake 3 Team Arena focuses a bit more on different game types and has a different UI and adds in some different weapons. I believe it adds in the nail gun. Oh, the jibbing is great as well. I love the sound of the railgun. The fire and then the little recharge as well. It's the kind of game where you just need a ton of caffeine just to get your reaction times up. Oh my god. Mine are not very good at the moment. The initial machine gun is really weak, which kind of makes sense, but the Enforcer in 99, Unreal Tournament 99, was a little bit better, and you had a little bit more ammo, but I think the goal of this game is to get to the other weapons quickly, and then boost up your armor and health as much as possible. So it's all about the mapping and finding your way around the map, get the best pathing to the weapons through the armor shards, especially on Quake Champions from what I remember. Alrighty, so that is the team deathmatch again. Has a little bit of a difference, switches up some of the levels. Let's check out the tournament. I'm not really sure what the tournament does. We're going to give it a go. Looks like there's some pro maps here. Let's go for this Pro Q Tourney 2. Frag limit 0. Okay. Whoop. My god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So it's just me versus Sarge. Look at that. That's so cool. This feels very Doom 3. can hear him running around. He's... Whoa! Oh god, low ammo warning. So I think this tournament mode is literally just 1v1, and it's got special arenas designed around that in mind. Oh my Christ. Given the frag limit was 0, I don't know when this actually ends. Whoa! Oh yes! God, the sound is really sharp as well. You can really hear the characters running around. It's really scary. Oh yes, there we go. Love these health pickups too. I remember there was a ray tracing demo of this that ran on a whole bunch of Pentium 4s on like a big server somewhere in like 2003 or something, and they actually ray traced Quake 3. So it has technically been ray traced. It was software ray tracing because it used a whole bunch of Pentium 4s, like I say. But it was ray tracing, and I think those little health packs and stuff had reflections in that. I remember seeing that and going, wow, ray tracing. And I didn't know at the time the difference between ray tracing and rasterization. But I remember being so enthralled by that. And 15 years later, when the 2000 RTX series came out and ray tracing was possible on real-time hardware and games, it was so cool. So it'd be so awesome to ray trace this. Get all the little reflections in there. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. Now every now and then when I'm firing, sometimes the fire button seems to get stuck and just keeps firing away. I don't know what's happening there. Some sort of weird bug. Oh god. Oh yes. Alright, so we're not doing too bad here. I don't know when this ends because it's got no frag limit, but we're doing pretty well against Sarge. So let's load up another level. Go for CTF. Now, I've never played CTF on Quake 3 before. So let's go through Quake 3 CTF 3. It's weird that that map earlier crashed the game so hard. Oh, not sure why. Look at the shininess on these things. Look how good that looks. I'm so embarrassed that all the time I've been playing this, oh, that looks so good, how shiny that is. All the time I've been playing this, I've been using the vertex lighting mode, thinking that was better, when the lightmap lighting mode is so much better. Really embarrassing, because this looks absolutely gorgeous. This map is huge. Ooh. That didn't look... Oh, God! Oh! I love the more gothic-y, otherworldly nature of the levels, though. Oh. Oh my god. Glad I did a video on this, because this is really good. Getting an appreciation for Quake 3 that I didn't have before. Oh god. Oh no, it's a double flag grab. Oh my god, the enemy is just absolutely brutal. Oh, oh my god. Oh, when you get the hits with the railgun, it is so satisfying. Like, even when you get a hit with the ASMD tertiary fire, it doesn't feel as good as this railgun. And that's just the other thing to mention, yeah, none of these weapons have secondaries. So that's how pure Quake is. God. Oh boy, things just got interesting. Some Gigarish artwork there. That looks fantastic. Oh god, where's my team? Where's my team? Oh no. Oh god, this is so intense. Oh, look how nice all those little pickups look. The pickups look so good as... Whoa! Oh god. Here we go. Oh god. Woohoo! I'd love to see a Quake 5, and I really hope that Doom TDA really leans into that Quake sort of look, and hopefully crosses the dimensions to go into a Quake dimension. I have a feeling it will, but I don't know. Just some of the levels from the previews have that sort of look. Let's stock up on armor shards. Oh god. Oh boy, here we go, here we go. Let's be very careful here. Oh god, I can't hit anything. Let's see if I can get their flag carrier. Woohoo! There we go, another flag capture incoming, and oh yes. Woo! Oh no, oh no. My armor shards help me there. Gonna get this final flag capture. And then I'm gonna exit and consider that a win. Just need to and I'll consider that a win. Oh god, it's also worth noting that there is a Quake Live, which was released, I think, about 15, 16 years ago, and it was through the browser. You could play it in your browser. Then they moved it to Steam and made it free, I believe. So you can play an updated version, which I believe has all the features from Quake 3 and Quake 3 Team Arena. But I just want to play the original version today, so we may look at that in another video. Okay, so we've gone through all of the game modes there. So we've got access denied, so you can actually go up through the levels. So if we do the introduction here, let's go to Hurt Me Plenty. A nice little mirror there so we can see my character. Look at the animations, they're so good. And the noises they make as well, it's so good. The announcer voice is just great as well. Is that the person I'm fighting? Alright, let's go into the portal. Whoa. How many shots did that person take? There we go. Oh god, this I don't remember all this shine in Quake 3. It's probably because I had the wrong lighting setting, but all this oh, looks really nice. I love that late 90s specular look. This shotgun sounds so good as well. Yeah, it's all about getting the pathing. It's so technical. There we go. Yeah, another video we can't see for some reason. That kind of sucks. And then you can go into the different tiers. Arena Gate, House of Pain, Arena of Death, Power Station 0218. Let's go for a little bit of Arena of Death, and then we will finish the video there. Whoop! Oh, that jibbing. Again, you can see the sort of visual congruity with these levels. It seems to be either very lava-based, very hell-looking, other-dimensional-looking, you know, HR Gigery artwork, castles and brimstone, or it's just a blank map in a black space with no skybox. That seems to be the main two aesthetics of the Quake 3 levels. That armor chipping sound. If I can just win this, I'll be happy for the video. The grenade launcher is really tough to use. I think it can do a lot of damage if you land the hits. Oh yes. Oh boy. Plasma gun. Oh my god. Oh, I love how the eyeball's name is just Orb. God damn. Oh man, I'm getting really into this. Oof. My god, the characters are so fast and so acrobatic. Again, it's all about that skill, precision, and just raw technical gameplay. Oh boy. Just grab a shotgun in the air there. Oh, damn. I don't even know how he got me there. Oh, yes. Oh, that's very cool. Just wish these cinematics would work. I don't know why they're not working. So after a little bit of investigation, it turns out the videos don't load because they don't understand anything other than the 4:3 format, and I have to put it in the resolution of my laptop, otherwise it won't run. So I don't think we can actually view the cinematics, but we can have a look at the single player campaign here, progressing through the tiers of maps. So there's not really much story there within the single player tournament. But there is a story here. Just not sure where this actually is within the game, but there is a story there. It's the Vadrigar, the mysterious arena masters, constructed the Arena Eternal for their own infernal amusement. Virtually nothing is known of these beings except they savor the carnage and clamor of battle. As such, they have stocked the arena with the greatest warriors of all time, and you've just joined their ranks. So I do wonder if the Vadrigar are somehow going to feature in Doom the Dark Ages. That would be really cool. Like I said, if they finally linked those two games together, the id Tech universe. What we can do though is go on YouTube and look at the cinematics there. So here's the opening cinematic. Oh, that is so gloriously late 90s pre-rendered CG. Let's jump ahead to one of the random tiers. So it just goes against all of the tiers and the enemies you're going up against. Oh man, that is brilliant. So that was Quake 3 Arena. That's my first time actually properly sitting down and playing it. Before I've just used it as a sort of benchmark for Raspberry Pis or just giving it a little bit of play every now and then. But actually sitting down and properly playing it for a bit for a video has really opened my eyes to how awesome this game is. I really need to play it more. I really hope they make a Quake 5. Leave a like, let me know what you think in the comments. If there's enough views on this, I'll probably do another video on Team Arena, but I'll definitely be doing a video on Quake 4 at some point because that's a game I don't believe I've covered at all yet on the channel. Hope everyone's staying safe, and I will see you in the next video.